No need for fancy play, just push your hat back on your head and simply say, G'day!
That
was pretty good.
A lot of you are brand new and you've never seen us before. Who's the first night in the shed?
First night in the shed.
Oh, you poor buggers.
Oh, we can do all last night's jokes.
Innocent people or victims, as I like to refer to them.
Alrighty, look, if you've never been to see us before, when we say g'day to you, what we want back from you is volume and unity. So we're going to try that just once more. G'day!
G'day!
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm Mel.
I'm Susie.
Welcome to Lightning Ridge.
So much to see and do in this beautiful town, but you're from all over Australia. We've got north, south, east and west. Queenslanders!
Yay!
No, wait a minute. Hold on. How many? One,
There's
two,
a lot
three.
of us tonight. Hands up, fellow Queenslanders.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, look at that.
Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's at least a third of the show. I'm going to have to slow down. Queenslanders, we've got people from all over. We've got someone from the Gold Coast.
Until at last, take a seat, Terry. In sheer despair, he sought a barber's shop.
Has he got any hair at all?
I think he shaves down there very quickly.
So warm!
You're lucky I don't take my shoes off and put my feet on. It's like a little Brillo pad. Point your finger.
Point your finger.
All right, mate, I want you to say ear.
Ear.
Shave me beard and whiskers off.
Shave me beard and whiskers off.
I'll be a man of mark.
I'll be a man of mark.
I'll go and do the Sydney toff.
I'll go and do the Sydney top.
Back home in Ironbark.
Back home in Ironbark.
The barber man was small.
I can see you sucking that in already.
The barber man was small. Excuse me, Mrs. Mark, do you know he's got a hernia? He's got a little hernia in here.
Don't you suck your belly in, mate. You're safe with us. We had a man up here with us one night, you know, and he sucked his belly in so hard, his belly button fell out of his body.
The barber man was small and flash. Look at that. As barbers mostly are. He wore a strike-your-fancy sash and he smoked a huge cigar. I reckon he's the one that come down from Nimbin. Oh, he doesn't need to go to Nimbin, he's a cop. He was a humorist of note and keen at repartee. He laid the odds and kept the tote, whatever that might be. And when he saw our friend arrive, he whispered, "Here's a lark.
Here's a lark.
Just watch me.
Just watch me.
Take him all alive.
Take him all alive.
This man from Ironbark."
This man from Ironbark.
Excellent. These were dressing rooms. Now, I'm a little girl from Scotland and I know nothing about opal, but Melanie, 5th generation Western Queenslander, she grew up with opal all around her. She understands the outback and she's got a feel. She's been cutting and polishing precious gems for years. She actually knows what she's talking about. Hooray! I bloody don't.
My family come from Boulder Road country, out around Winton and Boolyah and Julia Creek, and we've been out there since the late 1800s. My grandfather, who I was talking about on stage last night, was legendary in that part of the world, and he showed me how to look for opal out there. They called him the Barefooted Dan or the Galloping Dan, and they called him that because his name was Arthur Cairo Fayers, and they thought he must have been an Afghan cameleer, but he wasn't. I have been fascinated by opals since I was the tiniest little tacker, and this is probably the reason why, and I swear this is true. When I was 4 years old, an Afghan cameleer came to our family, and he had a wooden cigar box full of opals, and he wanted to arrange a marriage between me and his 6-year-old son when we came of age, and that box of opals was the bride price. And I have been saying to my father for 60 years, you should have taken that deal. I would have had a box full of opals. And my dad keeps telling me, no girl, that box full of opals was for me. You would have been on the back of a camel somewhere in the middle of Australia. So thank goodness he didn't take the deal. But as a consequence,